Hey, welcome to part 2. Hey, welcome to part 2. Yeah, that made a lot of sense.
To part 2.
in this part 2, we're going to be talking about CAVS and HAWKS, and we're going to be getting to certain different type of questions. The bench role players for Cleveland and injuries that suffered with Atlanta. It's mainly talking about games 1 and 2 because those were such key moments in the series. None of us saw, except you saw in game 1 that Cavs were going to win. Yeah. I thought they were going to win in game 2, but it's just, and you thought no team was going to win on the road, so it's just like a mess.
You thought wrong.
It's just a mess what happened because it was crazy how LeBron came out so charged and focused, and LeBron did a superb job on what he was going to do. But first, let's get to talking about J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert and how each of them was key to game 1 and 2. Andre, you take it away, boy.
All right, so we all know that the Cavs aren't where they are in this series without how they played in game 1 and game 2 in Atlanta on the road. Specifically in terms of J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert providing a much needed spark to get this second seed to win on the first seed's home court and take advantage of the series, take the series by a stronghold. Especially the fact that they're former Knicks, it's crazy, right? But they're about to get to the finals because of their performances helping out the King to get to the finals without Kyrie Irving. Yeah, and it's crazy because LeBron's backcourt mate, well, not really backcourt mate, but this point guard, the guy that was supposed to help him out, help Cleveland make a championship run in their first year together, is out. He's sitting out in this series. He's not healthy. But J.R. Swish, bad shot taker, bad shot maker, showed up in game 1, hit 8 threes, which were pretty incredible if you watch the highlights. And in game 2, you look at Iman Shumpert providing a much needed spark as well, hitting 4 threes, helping out LeBron to get a big game on the road. And Shumpert was bringing it on the defensive end too. Yeah, we know Atlanta has injuries, but at the end of the day, if the Cavs don't show up, they don't take 2 games on the road in this series. So you got to shout out to the other guys, not just LeBron putting on a show in these conference finals, but you got to give love to the supporting cast too, making the Cavs have a chance to get to the finals right away.
Great take, Andre, about talking about Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith like that, giving credit to both those guys, because it's true, without them, who knows where Cleveland would be right now. Would the series be tied? Well, someone would be in the lead 2-1. But who knows if the outcome would have changed without J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert doing what they did. And David, your take on the Atlanta Hawks.
Listen, game 1 and 2 were obviously in Cleveland's favor, winning both games on the road, but game 3, epic performance. We finally get to see Atlanta look like the team that they were in the regular season. But this time, without Al Horford getting ejected with that UFC elbow to Matthew Dellavedova. Then you see Kyle Korver getting hurt and getting injured for the rest of the playoffs. But Atlanta, Jeff Teague finally comes alive and finally gets into that position where he's the point guard, he's driving, he's attacking, he's getting to the basket. DeMar Carroll played very well. Hopefully he gets healthy for game 4. But LeBron James is just incredible performance, man. Without Kevin Love, of course, without Kyrie, he still was able to get 18 rebounds and 10 plus assists. It's just incredible what this guy can do, especially what Atlanta knows what he can do. But LeBron was still able to get plus 30 points, plus 15 rebounds, plus 10 assists. And J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert playing great defense, hustling. Tristan Thompson, 5 fouls. Iman Shumpert, 5 fouls. And they were still able to play the 4th quarter, overtime. You can see LeBron's reaction and Jeff Teague's reaction after the game was over. They were exhausted. They were just painfully injured. And Jeff Teague just came short end right there. And LeBron just showed why he's the king, why he's the best player in the world. And game 4, hopefully Atlanta can at least get one win for me, and let's see what Cleveland can do.
So that's gonna wrap it up for our part 2. We got into some pretty good questions with the Cavs, Hawks, and be sure to check out part 1. You know, we gave credit to where credit is due in this episode with the Iman Shumpert and the Hawks and their struggle. Whether it's good credit or bad credit, we're gonna show who needs to be credited to. It's a lot of times I said that word, Credits. But it's starting not to make sense in my head, you know, when you say a word too much. Anyways, be sure to check out part 1 where we talked about the Warriors, Rockets, and Stephen Curry cooking, and the Houston Rockets defense
flaming out.
Exactly. Yes. And be sure to come back Wednesday where we do our punishment challenge video. And until next time, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We love doing this for y'all. Peace.
the Teton!